Idiot! Heading out to Norwest, meet up with Wes and his son. The water's looking better and better. Look fantastic, but hopefully 30 k's to go, it's going to be a bit nicer. Love some nice clear warm water, be beautiful.
Hey guys, let me tell you about a trip I just got back from. It was a really exciting one. I headed out with a good friend of mine, Wes, and his son Finn. They were staying on Norwest. I headed out to stay in my boat and go diving with them. First day headed out, I thought it was gonna be flat, but a little bit rough, but we got out there around lunchtime and we had a really awesome afternoon dive. The dive started by basically just searching for some new country. I'd never dove around Norwest or dove any of that area before, so I headed out, started sailing around and found a really nice little rock, and Finn and I and Wes jumped in and we found some really cool fish. First fish of the trip for Finn was an absolute cracker. It was a fish that I probably wasn't certain that he'd catch, but it was a beautiful red emperor. Pulling up 4 sharkies.
What's up, Finny?
Good job, mate.
First red fin, well done, mate. 56 centimetres.
The reason I'm excited for him and we're excited together is red emperor are the most delicious fish in the ocean. Everyone calls them the chicken of the sea. Lots of people would rate them #1. For me, high up on my list of favourite fish to eat. They're also fish that are often really deep and really hard to find. When I saw this fish, realised it was legal size, I'm like, Finny, you gotta take this fish, and he dove down, shot it, first shot, smashed it. We shifted spots and we found a new rock, and there was a really nice ledge, nice undercut, heaps of fish around. But I spotted 2 fish that for me were incredible fish, and for Finn were fish of a lifetime. I spotted 2 really nice purple cod. I called Finny over and I pointed out the purple cod. He breathed up, prepped, dove, perfect, nailed that fish. I quickly dove down just to make sure it wasn't getting eaten by sharks, because the sharks were pretty wild at this stage, and it didn't look like the spear was all the way through. Unfortunately it was, but I took a second shot anyway just to make sure the sharks never ate it.
Yeah! What have you got there, Finny?
The unfortunate part about the second shot was it would have been Australian junior record for Finn. Amazingly on this trip, for Wes and for Finn, most of the fish they shot were first red emperor, first purple cod, but not just first, the incredible fish. Great friends, watching people shoot their very first of species, watching them shoot personal best after shooting their first of species. Those are things that keep me excited as a spearo. I love shooting good fish myself, but I tell you what, there's nothing like the excitement of seeing somebody shoot their first of a species. Sun was starting to drop, it was getting late. We had a fair run back to Norwest, so we headed back on. So we pulled up in the dark. I dropped the boys on the coral because they had to walk in. I had to then anchor and swim in, which I wasn't overly keen on, but then I realised our dinner was red emperor and I forgot to give it to the boys, so I had to swim that in with me. I got to tell you, that was the quickest 3-minute swim of my life with a red emperor in my hand, trying to swim and trying to fin. Not fun. Next morning, up bright and early, and I said to the boys, listen, let's get going around 6 o'clock so we can get out and find some really good fish during the day. Walked out to the reef edge, swam out to the boat, and we're off. And I tell you what, we had one of the most incredible days. Finney's dream fish was a big mackerel, and he'd seen a few the day before, and he had a smaller gun, so it was a little bit tough for him with just a 1 metre gun. But that morning was to be his moment. Finney got his mackerel, 14 kilos, absolute cracker.
What's going on, Finn?
Big Mac, mate. Finally got one.
The highlight of the trip for me was shooting a big 10 kilo jobfish. I love shooting big jobbies. They're always tough to find. They're always really tricky to shoot. But this fish was made even tougher with the fact that I'd already been trying to shoot burley and I shot a fish right in front of it when I didn't see it.
Idiot!
As you can see, I was clearly upset at myself for shooting that trevally and then seeing the jobfish behind it. But that shark rubbed salt in the wound by then going and eating the trevally. Secondly, I dove to the bottom and missed it. Yeah, someone was getting a little too cranky. And finally get the third shot of it in amongst the school of drummer. Honestly, I thought I was never going to see that jobfish ever again. I really only dove because I saw this big school of drummer. As I hit the bottom, I looked around, searching through the drummer, just hoping to see that jobfish. But all of a sudden there it was, right out the back. From here, it was head down, scratch, knowing that I had to do my absolute best dive just to get that fish after the fact that I've already spooked it away twice. Fortunately, those drummer hung around. And that jobfish just couldn't help himself.
That's a jobfish. I cannot believe I got 2 shots at that fish.
After drifting and looking for mackerel for a little while, we went to target on some reef fish. Now, let me just say this, one of the tastiest fish in the ocean are tusk fish. And my mate Wes, he was so keen to shoot a really good tusk fish. This day was to be a frustration for him for a number of reasons. Number one, over the next half an hour, he blew at least 4 good shots at tusk fish.
You keep missing those tuskies.
Oh my goodness.
And then, when he finally got his moment, he really good fish, 8-9 kilo tusky, shot it, perfect shot, but I hold him up. Usually that's not a big deal. Hold him up, I'll go dig it out for you, help you get it out. But unfortunately there was a lemon shark, the one big shark that's going to get in a hole and eat that tusk fish turned up at that moment. I dived down, tried to prod it, tried to pull it out by the tail. Stupid thing would not come out of that hole. Went up, breathed up again, went down, give it a second jab, bit further forward and finally got it out of the hole. Took off, did a loop around, it was on its way back, so I gave it a good jab and made sure it took off. Finally, I went down, pulled out that tusky. Still a PB, still a cracking fish, but unfortunately the fillets were all gone.
Still a PB.
What would it be?
He would have been probably 8, 9. Boy, there's still 2 more tuskies down there. Once you get close to them, then you slow down. So once you get that, you start to go in range and then you're actually sinking, stop spinning. Your fins go up and then bang. Yeah! That's the fish you wanted.
Dude, oh, that's a big one. Holy smokes.
It had already been a really awesome trip, but things were about to get really hectic.
Tiger shark.